everybody, Grunt Reviews. We are back out at the lovely U.S. Shooting Academy range. I have a Sig MCX, let me try that again, Virtus Patrol rifle in my hand. And guys, this is going to be our range review. As always, go down below. Please, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your thoughts, share us with your friends. Check us out over on Rumble, rumble.com/gruntreviews. That's where we put the fun stuff we can't put on YouTube. And as always, I've got my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. And let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, as we always do, we're going to run the first mag just to make sure that everything runs smoothly. This is straight out of the box. Haven't messed with it, haven't cleaned it, nothing. And the gas setting is on normal, or the plus setting. It's tilted to the right. I've got some 855. I think this is some Winchester white box. And let's make sure she runs. Alright, perfect. Locks back just like we expected it to. Let's, my steel target fell down. We're going to get that rehung. Alright, so we'll highlight this. I'm going to kick this sucker over to the minus setting or the suppress setting. That's what the adjuster set to the left there. Just to see if it runs without a suppressor normally, without any issue, if you will. This will obviously reduce the gas to the piston system in this. Should reduce recoil as well, too. So, definitely much more pleasant to shoot on the suppressed setting. I understand why they overgas these. It's to make them reliable with all ammos and all conditions. Do wish somebody would come out with something with more than 2 levels of adjustment to it. But will say that if you have one of these and it's running reliably, that suppressed setting definitely does reduce the recoil. Makes it easier to get back on target. So far, really like the way this thing shoots. My only real complaint I have so far, this stock, very, very short length of pull. I like them just a hair longer. And this one kind of comes in just a little bit short.
As we always do, we worked it through a couple of different reloads and a few different types of ammo. Something I will point out is the oversized mag release that the MCX does come with on that lower. Definitely makes it easy to find with minimal effort, and you do get good positive engagement with your finger to drop that spent magazine. Working around barricades and transitions, you will definitely start to notice the additional weight that this rifle has over something like a traditional direct impingement AR. However, that being said, very easy to shoot. The muzzle rise, very, very minimal, comes right back on target without the shooter doing much work there, and very minimal recoil despite not having a brake and only having a flash hider.
Couple of mag dumps later, just wanted to highlight, thing does make a little bit of gas. Hopefully you can see this in the camera, but it warms up. That being said, despite what we're seeing coming off of the barrel, the handguard stays a great temperature. It's warmed up a little bit, but nothing too intense or nothing too hot to hold. Did switch up the backup sights. These sights are a fantastic. This is the EOTech. Great co-witness on these. Good job, Sig, for putting a good quality set of backup sights on it. Let's go do some accuracy testing. Accuracy testing, we're going to fire 3 groups with 3 different ammos. The first one I've got, this is some 223. It is PMCX TAC match. It's a 77 grain Sierra bullet. I've got some Winchester match. It's a 223, 69 grain, and I have some 55 grain Hornady. So as I stated in the tabletop, this is a 1 in 7 twist barrel. So a little bit different from what we normally see. So we'll see with these different ammo weights if the groups open and close at all. So first group of 5, the 77 grain. Here we go. Oh, and I can't count to 5. Stand by, one more. There we go. All right, so we're right about 100 yards. We're looking about 2 MOA. If we count it without the flyer, about 1.5, give or take. Let's change the weight up. I've got the 223. This is the 69 grain Winchester match. It's got that Match King hollow point boat tail in it. Give you an idea. 5-round group. We're gonna make sure I can actually count to 5. All right. See if stepping the weight down helps at all. We took one of our stickers out here so we can see where that was covered up. So we're looking, that main group there is right at 1/2 inch. Hopefully you can see that. Whole group, we're looking about 1.5. 1.5, maybe 1 1/3, give or take. Once again, 100 yards. Let's drop the weight. All right, last group of 5. This is some Hornady 225, or I cannot talk today. 223 55 grain. This is a Full Metal Jacket boat tail. We'll see if it likes the really light stuff. All right, so we are, looks like 1.5 inches. Any way you slice it, maybe a little bit under 1.5 inches. So should put this, hopefully that comes through on here, should put us somewhere in the vicinity of Get lined up in the center there. About a 1.5 MOA gun, give or take. Obviously at 100 yards that wouldn't change, but about 1.5 MOA, almost across the board. It seemed to handle all of the various ammo weights with roughly the same group size. Final thoughts. So far, I actually really do like the rifle, have been impressed with it. There is a couple of small things that could be tweaked that are more personal preference. Wouldn't mind seeing a break instead of a flash hider. However, that being said, this thing has enough weight to it, and of course the EOTech setup definitely adds to that. It's got enough weight that it is very easy to manage the recoil, and the muzzle rise is minimal on this. The weight is also a little bit of a trade-off too, as it is a half pound to a pound heavier than a similar direct impingement rifle. Some little stuff would have been nice to have a 45 safety instead of a 90. Once again, that is a preference deal, but really do like the way this shoots, really do like the way it performs. My last thing on this, this stock, apparently a lot of folks really like it. To me, the length of pull is really short. Would like to see that come out maybe another inch or so. I've got a little bit longer arms, about 33 inches, so I like just a little bit more stock there. This one is kind of short. Something else I will mention too, this is the 5X EOTech magnifier, and with this lower coming back just a little bit further, that proprietary lower does push the optic forward just a little bit. Obviously the backup iron sights add to that forwardness. This optic has a very tight eye box, so you really have to choke up on that. So if you are running an optic that is tight in the eye box area, something that you may want to consider, either changing optics or looking at a different rifle. But all in all, shoots great, no malfunctions. It's the performance I would expect from a $2,000+ rifle. Guys, as always, I do appreciate your time watching this. Stay safe, train hard.